Hey, what's going on? Welcome to today's live stream. Hope this finds you well. If you've had your coffee today, throw some fire emojis down in the comments below. It's episode 13 that we're going to be recording here today, and I want to share with you guys just like if you are in a coaching program right now or thinking of joining one, I just want to share with you some of the mistakes I see, some of the mistakes I've made, some of the mistakes that I've seen students of my programs make in past. I won't name names. And I want to share with you these things so that you can get more out of them. So drop some fire emojis if you've had your coffee already today. Interesting fact, this is episode 13. 13 is my favorite number. All the best things in my life have happened to me on Friday the 13th. Another interesting fact, some trivia for you on the day. We're going to have a good time today. We're going to jam on this, and hopefully this helps you to tune into the coaching program that you're in even more, to double down on it. Or when you join one, if you're not in one right now, you're going to be equipped with some mindset and skill sets in order to get the most out of it. Nothing like some good Starbucks cold brew. Also, some feedback from you guys. What are you guys thinking on this like kind of 2-minute timer that we do beforehand? I want to make sure that you can know where to jump in to the episode if you're watching on YouTube or on Facebook. And then these are all edited, and they are now being broadcast into the podcast app and into Spotify. So if you haven't already, search for my name or the show name, Client by Client, in your favorite podcast player. And be sure to give us a follow or subscribe if you're liking it and getting value. Be sure to leave us a review. Leave your business name, your social media handles. That way I can shout you out on an upcoming episode. So those of you who've reached out and said congrats and that you left a review without me even asking, it means the world. So really, really appreciate that. That said, let's get into these mistakes that I see a lot of coaches making when they join a coaching program. I'm also experimenting with the different stream quality. So let me know thumbs up or thumbs down what your thoughts are on the quality of the stream. That said, let's get in and let's bring this to life. Hey, what's going on? Jeremy here from whatupjeremy.com. Welcome back to Client by Client for online coaches. Honored to have you here and to be tuning in. Today's episode, what we're going to be talking about is the common mistakes I see coaches make when they themselves join in on a coaching program. These are some mistakes mostly that I've been observant to out there in the real world, being a student of online coaching programs while also having my online coaching programs and being an online coach myself. A few of these mistakes I've made as well. And so I just want to put them on your radar so that if you're in a coaching program right now, you can get even more out of it. If you are thinking about joining a coaching program, you can enter the right energy. And if you're an online coach, you can spot these problems in some of the students that you might be onboarding right now and some of your clients to help them to overcome as well. Or you can just point them over to this episode and they can digest it and get the goods from here and then tune back into your program and just be ready to go. In the last episode, we talked about sin number 1 of online coaching, which is the biggest misbelief when it comes to coaches in their first 2-3 years in online coaching, which is if you build it, they will come. And that couldn't be further from the truth. And so I share with you guys why if you build it first and don't sell it first, the clients will not come and you might be left with a little bit of a mess on your hand. I'm not going to spoil it. Backtrack 1 episode after you're done listening to today's to catch that episode and to understand more about it and what to do instead so that you don't waste precious time and so that you get paid to build your online coaching program or your next offer if you're working on switching that up or if you're actually rolling out your coaching program. But that leads us here to today. So what are the mistakes that I see being made out there in the marketplace with my students, with me as a student in other coaching programs, and what do you want to replace these bad habits and these mistakes with? The first mistake when joining a coaching program or being a student in a coaching program is having the attitude that you've tried that. That whatever the coach is positioning, you're saying, yeah, I've tried that before. Who's fallen victim to this? Who's been in these shoes before? Who's had a student join their program and say, yeah, coach, I've tried that. I've done that before. I've heard that before, even worse. And so The reason why this will keep you from getting more out of your coaching program is because you're bringing in the dogma from the past. You're bringing the past into the present moment, and that's not letting you have a better future. Guys, you probably have heard me say this in one way or another, which is there is nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new on God's beautiful green earth that you're going to find in a coaching program that you can't find through a Google, YouTube, TikTok. You might have to do hours, maybe months, years of searching to find that answer or to find the answer you're needing, position in the way you're needing to hear it. But when you join a coaching program, when you join my program, even though there's nothing new, the order in which it's put together might be different. The energy in which I deliver it to you, or you get that item delivered to you, might be different than you've heard it before. But more than anything else, you are probably a different person at a different point in your life and in your career than you originally heard or got that advice. And if that is not the case, then here's something that I see that actually happens when you avoid this mistake and you just implement what the coach is telling you to do, which will get us to the mistake, the belief I want you to replace this mistake with, and the kind of like the energy I want you to replace this with, is that when you make an investment in yourself and in your business, or to get a result in your life through an online coach, through a coaching program, when you make that investment, something changes. You may have heard it on YouTube. You may have heard it in a podcast. Hell, you might have heard it in my podcast. You might have been in a free course where it's telling you to do whatever this thing you've now paid thousands of dollars and invested yourself in for. The difference is you made that investment and you're going to treat the information differently. And when this happens, it's like having a magical key that actually unlocks the door to results. There is something that changes. And this is part of the mindset, guys, why I'm so big on never coaching for free, not coaching when you're on your sales calls, and why I'm so big on you charging what you're worth in your business, in the marketplace, because your clients will treat you and the information you deliver differently, even though the information is a commodity and there's hundreds, if not thousands, of podcasts and YouTube videos and Google and blogs and all these other things and ways to find the information. Something one of my dear friends, Steven Jaggers, broke down for me that absolutely blew my mind one time was taking the word information and pulling it apart. You kind of have info, and you also have information. It's formatted. It's in a formation. And when you join a good coaching program, you're going to get the materials delivered to you in formation, in a sequence that you're going to take advantage of, that you're going to actually do to get the result that you're looking for. So if you're ever coming from the mindset of, I've tried that and it didn't work, you need to try again. You need to do what Aaliyah says and dust yourself off and try again, because you're a different person at a different place in your life who just made an investment in yourself. And I'm sure you don't want to bring the past into the present moment and prevent yourself from having an even brighter future, right? So you need to try again. So this is what I want for you to replace the thought of I've tried that before with. When you sign up for a new coaching program and you have your new coach, what you need, and you might have been following this person for years before you actually invested in yourself and took that next step. But what I want for you to replace that tried that mentality with is their word is God. I'm pretty meticulous about finding online coaches, whether it's for like my health and fitness. I'm in a course right now to help me to revitalize and to rehabilitate my knees. I've had a couple knee injuries when I was younger, and I re-aggravated one recently, even in the midst of the program. But I stick to the program because this is the proven track record. This is what the results are getting other people with. I don't question it. I make their word God. When I'm in the gym and I'm doing my fitness program, I'm doing Kino Body, Greg O'Gallagher stuff, and I tune out everything else. Maybe to a detriment, but whatever he's telling me to eat, I'm gonna eat it. Whatever he's telling me to do, I'm gonna do it. Why? Because he has the body and the health I want. He has the physique I want. He has the type of women that I want, the cars that I want, all those sorts of things. This is my thought process and how I look at it. And when you're finding a coach, oftentimes you'll realize that, wow, okay, this person has what I'm wanting, so that's why I joined. Actually, at the end of the day, is that it was not the information, because the info is everywhere. It's the fact that this person has the sort of life and the details in their life that you're wanting. And you'll find that a lot of clients sign up with you for those same reasons, which is why I'm also so big on showing your unique personal character and showing your life so that others can relate with it. So instead of having that tried that mentality, you need to replace that with your coach's word is God. This is how you get the most out of a coaching program. And this is how you prevent yourself from feeling like, looking like, and being a total dork when it comes to joining a coaching program, because your coach is going to be there on the other side, stoked you're in, ready to help you, and then you're unwilling to actually to do it, or to even hear it out and to not try it again. So you got to be open. And guys, this really comes down to like being a student. And I also believe that how you are as a person will be the kind of people that you attract. So you need to ask yourself, do you want students in your program who join and say, yeah, I've tried that before, give me something else? Or do you want students who say, you know what, I'm just going to do what you say? Or, hey, I've tried that, but I'm going to be open. I'm going to go try it again with my best energy. You can determine who you attract through your own energy. So instead of having that tried that mentality, you need to make your coach's word God and just listen to it without judging it and take action. That leads us to thing number 2. Mistake number 2 when joining a coaching program is consuming it all without or before taking action. There are a lot of people who just want to go through a course just to see what is like different than anything they've heard before. And what they miss out on is that fresh mentality, that fresh slate of, even if you tried the things, do them again, because you're a different person. This is a different time in reality. You are at a different place in your career, and the circumstances around you may have changed. And so one of the biggest mistakes that I see being made is clients join a coaching program and they just go through and consume every single bit of it. And there's nothing more frustrating, because what happens is you spoil your ability to produce the results from the coaching program. And then you're going to look at the coach or the program and say, it was your fault. It's the coaching program's fault, not mine. When in reality, it is because you're just in consumption mode. And if you're in consumption mode, just stay in podcasts, stay in YouTube, stay on Google, searching the stuff all out of order and still not taking action, because at least you won't be out of a couple $1,000s. So the second big mistake is consuming without action. And what I want for you to do instead is I want for you to document your learning in action. And I want you to do something my first business coach mentioned that I've never forgotten, shared with me, and also used as part of his brand, which is learning out loud. I want for you to join the coaching program that you're in, like join it, and then I want for you to start sharing as you go. You watch that first video, you take some action, you go and do a post on it. You journal, you write, you come from a scientific student mentality, and you share, here's the hypothesis, here's what I think is gonna happen, here's what I did, and then here's what actually happened, here's what I would do differently. And now what's great about this is that everybody else in the program, you're making the coaches program even better by just being this sort of person. But now others are going to be getting more out of it by reading what you have going on. And if nothing else, when you come from this mentality and when you come from this discipline, you get so much more out of everything you do, because there's something about writing it down and journaling it and seeing it, and then also seeing other people's feedback on it, getting feedback from your coach on it. And even though none of them are going to ask you to do this, if you want to get the most out of your investment and you want to get the most out of the coaching program that you're in, you got to have that student curious mentality, and you need to document what you're doing and sharing it as you go, not keeping it to yourself, right? Because it gets better when you give it. When you learn something and you go and give it away to other people in the program and other people who can relate to it, who know the lingo, who made the investment in themselves, who valued themselves, their time, their education, the coaching program they're in as much as you. This is how you make a difference. This is how you get even so much more out of the investment you've made in yourself. This is how you become the poster child for that coaching program. Guys, when students share their results with me and what they're doing, it's the fastest way to get on my story. It's the fastest way to have an email written about you. It's the fastest way to get attention onto your business. And so if I'm sharing you out to my audience and giving you free airtime and free marketing and talking about your results, that gives you the opportunity to be found by other people on the internet who might want to be like you or might want to have a bit of whatever it is you teach in your coaching program as an online coach. So don't consume without action, learn out loud, have that student curiosity mentality, come from that place of curiosity, even if you've done it before, even if you don't think anything's going to be different, and this is going to help you get so much more out of a coaching program. Thing number 3, the last thing here, in mistakes to avoid when joining a coaching program is to not trust your coach, and to be questioning everything they're saying or doing, or have some sort of rebuttal or yeah, but, or the, thing number 1, the I've tried, or I've seen that, or that's not for me, or it's not my thing. And if you are going to trust them with your investment, you need to trust them with their direction, with their game plan, with their strategy, and what they're telling you to do. In fact, I think the best thing that you can do is to not judge what they're saying and put yourself in it, is this good or is it bad, and to just be in that action mode. And guys, if you're falling victim to these things, then you might not be in the right energy as a person to take advantage of something like a coaching program. There's going to be nothing out there that's going to help you, and you need to solve that, whatever that is causing that, whatever past traumas have brought you to being this kind of person at this point in your life. You need to find a way to consolidate that and to look at all the good that's come from that, because there's some good, and all the bad. There'll probably be more bad that have come from that. And you need to understand that both of these things that have happened, the results of being the kind of person that you are there to serve you, to teach you, to balance you out so that you can ascend higher and ascend further. So instead of not trusting, you need to trust the process, okay? You need to go about it like it's already working. When you have that belief in you that it's already working without needing to see the results over a short, mid, or long period of time, guys, these are the sorts of people that you see being the poster child with the big results from other coaching programs. And you might wonder, when you join a coaching program and everyone else feels like they're winning and you're struggling to keep your head above water and to implement, to really download it and to get it and to internalize it, it might be because of one of these things. It might be because you're not trusting the process. It might be because you're not trusting yourself. So whatever the case, you got to find a way to figure out and to unpack that trauma and to consolidate the good and the bad of it so that you can neutralize yourself, neutralize your energy, and begin to trust in your coach, begin to trust in the coaching program, begin to trust the process, and begin to trust yourself. If you want to get the most out of a coaching program, I promise you do these things here today, you avoid these common mistakes, and you're going to be the poster child. You're going to be the person who got the most results, who your coach is talking about on podcasts, who your coach is putting on their website and sales pages as a part of their copy to sell more and attract more amazing people into their program. And this is how you prevent yourself from being that person who feels like, I joined and it didn't work for me. It worked for everybody else, but I'm just a hard case. It doesn't work for me. This is coming from your attitude and your energy. And if you can just find a way to consolidate those things, this is how you get the most out of a student in a coaching program, or as a student in a coaching program. This is how you get life-changing results that change your business, that change your health, and change your future trajectory forever. Guys, that's today's episode. I want to help you just get so much more as a student in the coaching program that you're in, or prepare you. Should you consider joining us in the Get Clients program and I get the honor to be your coach, this mindset and process is going to help you get the most out of everything I do and teach, and help you go even further than maybe you even thought was possible. In the next episode of Client by Client, that leads us here towards the end, guys, I'm going to share with you guys why you only need one offer to get to $15K a month, and you only need one offer to eventually get to $1 million in cash collected, and then $1 million in a 12-month time period. It's going to be a banger, and you're going to absolutely love it. Whenever you're ready, here are 3 ways that I can help you. If you want to get more leads and turn them into clients in half the time, I made a tool for you, and right now it's 100% free. It's called GetBookedCRM, and it helps you turn your prospects from cold to warm to hot and gets them chasing you. If you want a copy, find me on social media at WhatUpJeremy, or just comment or message me the letters CRM, and I can send you all the information for where to go and get your free copy. Second, join us over in the Leverage Coach group. I've curated a group of almost 1,000 online coaches from all over the world who are crushing it, who are sharing what they're learning, who are learning new things every week. And it's a place where you can get access to my best trainings, direct access to me, and to see what's going on in the online coaching space. Just drop the word or message me the word group or search Leveraged Coach over on Facebook. Lastly, become my next success story. I am looking for 3 to 5 coaches right now, but I'm very picky about who I work with. So this is only for you if you're a relationship-focused coach who puts the person ahead of the transaction and money. You've been coaching for at least 1 year. You'd like to get 3 to 5 clients organically through Facebook or Instagram without spending money or wasting money on ads. You have at least 300 friends on Facebook, Instagram, or inside of a group or an email list. You're willing to take bold action because you know your success is dependent upon you. And last and most importantly, you can keep a secret. Then I want for you to message me privately the words case study on Instagram or Facebook, and I'll share with you what we have coming up this month, how we're already helping students with this over in the Get Clients program, and what this might mean for you and for your online business. That's today's episode. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another episode. Cheers. Okay, team, 21 minutes. We're starting to reel it in a little bit. Working on the formatting, working on my pace, working on those things. So, of course, if you have any feedback, I would, of course, love to know it. And please, 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 it would mean the world to me if you're liking this show and you're getting value from it. Go to Apple Podcasts, go to Spotify or Google Play, search Client by Client or search Jeremy Montoya or What Up Jeremy, whatever it takes, and give us a subscribe or a follow, only if you're loving it, only if you're liking this and it's helpful for you, and leave an honest rating interview, and if you leave your info, I would love to shout you out on an upcoming episode and give you some love, and just send you a thank you. If you've done it already, such a big thanks. Shoot me a note and let me know so I can be on the lookout for it. That's it for today, team. I'll see you guys in the next episode tomorrow, and hope your week is going well. If there's anything I can do, you know where to get me. Peace.